This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't many them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins,
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
Play action, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense. They saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On the jump.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense went a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 7. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. We're scoreless after 1. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
47.
Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 24, Hurts steps away. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Okay, break. Mustang 19.
Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. 29 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, and now they're going to fake it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
1st down, Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Hey, 47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. An option handoff given to Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll turn to Sanders, and he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. On the left side, Gallup's got it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott yet again. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing, Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to get him for a loss of about 3. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
46.
Now Prescott.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Prescott down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Prescott on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On third down, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
47.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Hurts. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points